Test, test, test. Mm, strange. Is this working? Hold on. Okay. I think we're good. Bum 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 ba da da do 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 do. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was doing this last night. I was trying to make an animation for when people change different danger levels. So this little icon will like animate out and then animate back in. And I gave up on it. The one thing that sucks about my UI, or the one thing that sucks about immediate mode UIs, is it's hard to do like little animations like that, I feel like. I need to build some kind of like wrapper thing. It's just, I feel like it has to hold state, which I guess I can store inside the UI. I guess I could code that. That's probably the correct way to do this if I want to have like bouncy animations and stuff like that. Do I use my new? I remember I was messing with that. Let me look really quick. I don't know if I do use the new one. I went on this little this is old stuff. Must be somewhere else. I put in examples. Maybe I did it on a branch or something like that. I think I did it on a branch. I was messing around with a way to make the layout automatic. Because right now it's very like rectangle driven. Like I have a rectangle and you draw whatever it is to that. So if that's the case, then nothing gets stored inside of each widget. So you have to build animations on top of it then, which is fine. But I guess that's what we're doing then. I guess let's do this. Let me draw. I need to draw this. I have a sprite that draws as a rectangle. I really just need to scale. I need to scale the rectangle down. And I need to interpolate to this point. Then I need to change the sprite. Then I need to interpolate up to the new sprite. And obviously I can do like a different interpolation curve, right? Or whatever. But I want it to I want it to scale in and then scale out to the new one. Let me just I'm gonna make an object that hard codes the fact that it's a sprite, and then, oh, I'm sorry. I have this compositor bug right now. Where when things are full screen, it messes up. Hopefully that fixes it. The problem is I open Windows, they default go to full screen, I don't notice. Yeah. Yeah, it's a compositor bug that's in my Linux right now. I really need to look into it. But anyways. So we'll do this, and I'm trying to think of what gets passed. What will get passed to this object. But the state needs to be held externally. I guess I can do this then. Well, I can pass time to it. This is what I was planning to do. Is I had made this interp split thing, which does do the interpolation part, but I kind of need this. This is my timeline then. I need one interp for this section. Then I need another interp for this section. And then this is going to be the red sprite. And this will be the blue sprite. And this is where it changes at this point. Like that's where we need to switch the sprite when it's scaled down to 0. This is T, this is scale. So if this is like 2 seconds, then this would be 1 second. So I just need a timer. I need a timer that's going to count up. And it's going to use this combination when it's in the first half, and it's going to use this combination when it's in the second half. So it's really just an if statement, and I need to have a persistent timer. So it'll be the time. This value is hard coded. Then this is calculatable. Then I just need something to trigger the change, which is if the danger level changes. I guess this kind of works. All right, let me go ahead. I'm gonna make a type for this, just because it's like kind of a lot of different stuff. That's like right now I have like 4 different variables and it's kind of confusing. I'm just gonna call it icons bounce or something. And I'll call it icon. I'm gonna be specific. This is gonna be the danger icon. And then we need to have The problem is it's when it changes. And then I guess we'll do an if to see which icon we want to use. Okay, yeah. So we'll track the current level, which is the current danger level. I'll just call it current time. This is like the thing that we're tracking here. And then we'll have the interp, which is going to be, I'm just going to pass it into here as well. This is my new interpolator, which just splits in half. So that's fine. So I think all of this can just get wrapped into danger icon. What's up, Vegas Eagle? How's it going, buddy? So it'll be danger level none, current time. We'll just use the default value. And then this is going to be the interp split. This is just the ease in out Bezier curve. Pretty good, just woke up, nice. We are, the last thing I added was the different danger levels. So now all the tier 0 biomes are gonna be safe areas, and the tier 1 biomes are gonna be like, I call them risky areas because I couldn't think of a better name. And then permadeath areas will be the tier 3, or tier 2 and above will be permadeath areas. But I wanna make the icon like, that shows on the HUD. When you change areas, I want it to like animate. So I'm trying to build like a little animation system, which is definitely a more general problem it's more of a general problem in my UI that I don't really support animations very well. So this is like my first experience into that. And yeah, hopefully we'll try to learn from this, and then we'll maybe try to build something more generic so I can make more icons bounce in and bounce out and stuff. But yeah, for now we're just doing the danger icon. It's basically when the icon changes, I want it to scale down, switch icons, and then scale back up. So, but yeah, once I get this coded in a few minutes, I'll show you what all the new stuff. What else was I working on? Mostly the new danger levels is the biggest thing. I did the crystal limits. Now you have a stat limit max as well. I did that part as too. I didn't really change the loot tables that much. So most of the crystal drops are pretty much the same. I boosted the stats by 5. Yeah, danger levels, food, potions. Yeah, crystals. Yeah, then there's a hard limit to the maximum stats you can have. Oh, and then I made a new potion type, which is called a solvent. I don't know if I added a recipe for that. Oh, I did, yeah. So now you can have solvents, which let you remove a stat if you like max something and you want to like undo it. I also added a stone anvil because I think the jump to iron is too big of a jump. So stone will be all the wooden stuff. So anyways. Yeah, ask away. All right, we got our danger icon. That's all coded now. Can you increase the size of the house plot to 3x3 this patch? The problem I have is, I mean, it's funny because, well, I'll tell you what I was planning. It is actually a 3x3 block. Where is it? Or it's a 3x4? I thought I made it 9. Yeah, I guess I have it as a 3x4. The problem is I was playing, like, eventually I need to sell the game, right? And I think that one of the selling features is going to be getting house plots. So I need to integrate that part in before I release it. Because I worry that what's going to happen is that I'm going to make everything free. And then I'm going to sell the game and everyone's going to be like, oh, I just lost like all this stuff. So like, I don't want to release something that eventually is going to be a like incentive to buy the game, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want people to get like, because what happened with Bank Space too, or what I learned from Bank Space is that it's like an unlockable thing, which is totally fine. It's just that like, I can't really sell Bank Space now, I feel like, because everyone's already accustomed to the fact that they get it for free. What's up, Nelfs? Emacs is pretty cool. I wish I had time to set up my Emacs up. I already have used a NeoVim distro because I'm lazy. Yeah, Emacs is nice. I don't think there's anything wrong with using Vim though. Emacs takes some getting used to. Honestly, Emacs isn't really that good of a text editor. It's just extensible, which is nice, you know. So like you can have plugins that like I can have a Git plugin that shows all my Git stuff easily and stuff like that. So, but other than that, Emacs has problems. I'm often frustrated by it. So, I don't really like I. I'm gonna call it D. There's gonna have to be some result of this. Yeah, Emacs has a lot of stuff built into it. They even have like little games and stuff like that. But that's like kind of to its detriment. Like there's so many features Emacs has that I just don't want. I would rather it be faster than have like all this bloat. I've thought about trying to like I thought about trying to like vibe code a little like Emacs replacement text editor that's a little bit like faster and more like tuned to what I want. But I don't know. I don't know if I have time to even like care about that much. I definitely don't have time to code one myself. That's for sure. Yeah, I have tried Zed before. Zed is kind of nice. Very smooth, very fast. But yeah, I'm too locked into Emacs key bindings, so I can't really use, like the problem is that everybody uses Vim except for me, so I can't really use any text editors, all the new text editors that people are coming up with. I just like can't use them. I use VS Code, nice. Yeah, I'm just too muscle memoried. I've tried using Helix, I've tried using Vim or whatever, or editors that use Vim key bindings. I just can't. My brain just doesn't work. And I'm at the point in my life where I just like, I just don't have the energy for it. So. For 6 months, it was kind of hard to get used to Vim again. Oh yeah, aren't some of the things backwards from Vim? I'm not used to switching modes. So like everything's just a hotkey in Emacs. Like switching is just, oh, I thought I didn't see my thing flash. Like switching is just like, I hold something down and I key chord something else, or Control N, Control P, Control F, Control B. Like there's just buttons to like do certain things, and like you're always in the editor mode. So, or like you go into like a special mode for like one button, if that makes sense. Whereas in Vim, you switch to like a view mode or whatever it's called, the normal mode, I think. So, but it is what it is. Okay. All right, so we need to do this danger icon update. What does this need to do? This needs to say... We also need to define the... We have to pass the new level in. So if the I mean, this is gonna have to return the glitch.sprite and float 64 for the scale, I think. So we'll say if d.current level is equal to new level. Or no, sorry, we'll do this. And then inside of here, we need to update. Hold on a second. Yeah, we'll do this. I don't know why I typed var. I'm just gonna call it danger level. This is gonna be the half. This will be the one that we need to show. I'm gonna make this a switch though. This is like the normal case. Then inside of here, we're interpolating, so we need to change these values, and then we'll look them up. Then we'll look them up at the end. Do you have a working recent build of your game? I remember checking it a month ago. I'm sure it's to see how the product is going. Yeah. You can go to mythfall.com and see it. The build is always like 2 weeks old. Like I usually patch every other week to every 3 weeks sometimes. We'll do high, med, and then we'll just do default. Wait a second. Oh, we need to return the sprite. I guess I can just return here, can't I? So let's return the sprite and the scale, and then we can use that for this. Still glitching Windows? You said you're gonna resolve it? Yeah, I know. I will eventually figure out why I'll eventually look into it. The problem is I end stream and then I'm just like, it doesn't it doesn't like matter anymore, so I forget. Eventually equals never, pretty much. Do you work on this game every day since the start? No, not every day, but I've worked on it full time since the start, yeah. Okay, so in here, we need to do our interpolation thing. There's a third state we needed to track, though, I'm realizing. I should get the strength to work on a single game almost every day. Yeah, I mean, the nice part about doing a big game is there's always like some other task you can work on. Like if I get bored of something, I can always switch over. Like I'll build a bunch of content and I'll get tired of building content and I'll build, like I'll fix bugs or add new systems or things like that. And I get tired of doing that and I'll work on like netcode or I'll fix some performance thing or whatever. Like there's always some new little thing to work on. So it stays fresh, I guess, which is nice. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I guess there was something I needed to do. There was some other state I needed to track, but then I got distracted. Now I can't for the life of me remember what it was. But I think that it'll become apparent once I start coding this. So basically, I think in here, we don't know if we don't know where we are. So it's gonna be, we need to update the time. Oh, we need to know when we need to reset the timer. I guess I can track that by just saying, I can decrement the time, couldn't I? I could just do d.current time is d.max time. Then we do if d.current time. So this is the reset point. That's probably better. That way it caps. That way, if this is ever positive, we know that we're inside the animation. What are the downsides of choosing Go for the server? There's not really any downsides to choosing Go for the server, but Go for the client has a lot of problems. Mostly like the garbage collector and stuff like that, so. The other problem with Go is they don't have enumerations, which is kind of painful sometimes for networking code. Like a lot of times you just want to say like, oh, here's a tag and here's like 20 things that it can be. And Go doesn't really have a good way to like represent that in code. So it's not really like data oriented in that way. It's very interface oriented, where you can do an enumeration, but it's going to be an interface. And if you use the any interface, then it's like, it could be anything inside of that. And also interfaces cause heap allocations. So like you just have problems with that, like with using interfaces a lot. All right, so we'll decrement the current timer. Then we're gonna pass it to the interp function, d.interp dot float 64. I think this will be the scale. We want to scale from 0 to 1. Hold on though. I might make this 2 functions. And I just need to do an if check. But I'm going to reorient this so it's like counting up, I think. So if this is, I mean, technically it's, how can I flip this? I just do, because it gets set to max time. We'll just do d.max time minus current time. So if t is less than, so if it's less than half, then we'll use the scale up, or sorry, scale down. I don't really like up and down. I think I'm gonna rename these. I'll call this either scale in or scale first. I'll call it first. I'll call it second. First half, second half. So here we want to interpolate from 0 to 1. Here we want to interpolate from, here we want to interpolate from 1 to 0. Here we want to interpolate from 0 to 1. And then we have to pass our t value in, except for the t value needs to be updated for the range it's in, because this only applies to the first half. So we know t is less than half, so we can do t equals t divided by 2. And then here we can do, we know it's greater than the first half. I think it's t minus half divided by 2. I think that's right, but I'm not 100% sure. Can't you inlet an enum with type foo uint and then use const bar foo? Const bar foo equals 1. Yeah, I mean that's like a very C style enumeration. I guess what I meant is like I want something like a tagged union. Like Rust has enumerations that are like tagged unions, and they have a tag value, and then they have a bunch of different objects that can be put inside of it. And in Go, there's no way to like create a data. There's no way to create a piece of memory that looks like that. But yeah, I mean, I use that pattern a lot. When you're describing, I use that a ton. Like for example, like at some point I just need like item IDs. So like all of my items have to have a unique ID for them, right? And the ID can never change. So I do this essentially. Like I just have a big list of all of my possible item IDs, but this is just the pattern you're describing. I use IOTA, but oh, this should be a float 64. These are durations, right? I don't think I have to do that, but I'm worried it's not going to work. No, there's no way that they cast that wrong. But whatever. Okay. Like I think the literal is going to get converted to a float, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, we'll scale in this and we'll scale out that. We'll call this display level. And then the first half, well, is going to be current, so it's not going to change. But in this one, we have to change to a new display level, which is going to be the new sprite. And then the new sprite will get picked here. And this needs to get set to scale. It's a pretty complicated set of logic. I guarantee you I've messed something up here, but we'll go to shot. So we'll return the new things. It's basically going to be the danger badge scale is this update. I mean, it's pretty simple using it like that, which is nice. One thing I do like about Go is doing stuff like this, like having functions. It would be nice if Go had a proper tuple type, but having multiple returns that's easily deconstructible is super user-friendly in my opinion. And I wish other languages leaned into that a little bit more. Then we just need to draw the sprite. And so we'll do this. We'll do, well, we can get rid of that code because this is the old way. I mean, I really should call this sprite. And then next we're going to scale center scaled. And then we'll pass the badge scale. And we don't need these anymore. And this needs to use the other thing is I could have not returned the sprite. I could return the level. The problem is the animation's now disconnected from the tooltip, which isn't a big problem, but it's kind of annoying. So maybe the better thing to return is this, and then have this show on the other side, like return the danger level. Then you can make it generic based off of what gets put in here. I don't know. Let's build this and just see if it works. I have an import cycle. Oh, interp. This was an old thing. Split. I'm just gonna comment this out. What's up, Jen? How are you doing? Sorry, I changed my interp package, which like every other package could possibly use. So like everything's got to rebuild. I just got 2 mini PCs delivered. You don't have one for the TV gaming, another for server or Cubes OS probably. Oh, nice. I bought a like B-Link. I put it up, hooked it up on my TV. It's nice, and I bought one of those little. It's like a little mini keyboard that is Bluetooth or whatever. Minis Forum. Boom, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. These are cool. These seem more like higher end than what I got. They have NASs. I kind of want to buy a NAS. Man, NASs are so expensive. Air AI NAS. I have like a custom built NAS, but it just breaks all the time. It is so painful. Oh, we need these. We have first and second. $128 gigabits of RAM. Oh my gosh. Oh, is it built for it's built for that? Because I know people, because I was looking into setting up local LLMs, and people buy, what's it called? They buy the Mac Mini, I think it's called. It's got that unified memory model. And current level, max time, current time, first second. It has that unified memory model, and yeah, that was a PC. Those were PCs, little mini PCs. Ryzen 395 AI Max, whatever it's called, since a unified memory and you can pay less. What is and you can game on it. Because my understanding of LLMs is not that much, but from what I understand, why is it showing this one? Sorry. My compositor bug is still there. Wait, how did I miss this? Oh, it's probably in here. Sprite. Oh, I have them reversed. Oh no, I just had the wrong one here. High, medium, low. Install Fedora at this point. What was I talking about? Still wrong. It's the problem is like my setup already has like everything. It's got all my passwords, it's got all my logins, everything's already like there. So it is so painful to have to go redo that so frequently. I wish there was a way to, and I'm sure there is, but using the wrong one, what the frick? Oh, I know what it is. We're not hold on. Oh, first about LLMs. My understanding is that they need tons of memory, and the big limiting factor for GPUs is just the amount of memory that's allowed to be supported there. So is the Ryzen 395 like I guess I don't know what's more important, to have more memory or to have more like flops or something like that. So the GPU just gets access to more memory with the unified model. Interesting. But it's got to be way slower. Grug, remember big? Tops, Grug, think bit quicker. Tops? Isn't it flops? What is tops? 50 tokens per second. Tensor. Oh, tensors per ops per second. Interesting. 50 tokens a second seems pretty fast. But yeah, I tried setting up, I have a 8 gigabyte, I have a 1070, whatever that is. I guess it depends on who manufactures it, but I set up that, and I set up like Olama, and then I set up, what's it called? Like it's called like Coder or something like that. Man, it was so slow. Granted, my GPU is super old. But it took forever. I guess you just have to buy a new GPU. On the iGPU thing, you could let's go over to PS5 or something. This is low-key tempting since you get a really tiny PC with very capable gaming dev capabilities. Oh, I see. But I gotta imagine on an iGPU, the your flops are probably terrible, or your tensor ops. And then for this code, I think I need to track this separately, because I think I need to know when this hits. I guess no, we can track this. We'll just say if d.current time is less than 0 now. We'll do less than or equal to. That's actually more technically correct. Then we'll update d.current level is new level. That's the thing we were missing. Is that this is counting down, and once it counts down past 0, we need to like lock this one in so the animation finishes. And then the next loop, it'll use the right one. Okay. How did I die? Did I walk out in the map? I'm gonna rebuild. He did. Did I walk out into the map though? I thought I was in the I thought I was in the safety of the maybe I did walk out, I don't know. Sorry. It's still using the wrong one. But why? Let's go to the sphere and we will like it should be animating. There's a meme with Steambird Alliance. Yeah, with one dev always dying during playtest. He eventually turned on God mode in playtest. Oh, really? That's pretty much me whenever I playtest. I die a bunch. But I try my best. And he keeps playing the game with God mode and now all the dungeons are too hard. Get good, kid. Get good. Okay, this is clearly not working. Display level. It's confusing because everything looks correct to me. Everything looks correct to me. Except for maybe d.current time is greater than 0. I mean, this should be working. Hold on. So d.current level is not changing. So we walk in and then this changes. So it's 0 and then, hold on. Danger level is not equal to the base danger. This should work. Yeah, this should work. This part works. Okay, let's look at this. I feel like there's something missing from here. So we have our new level that comes in and it doesn't match. So then we set the current time to the max time. Then the current time is, do I have max time set? Max time 2 seconds. Okay. Then current time is greater than 0. And then inside this loop, we decrement the timer. And current time is less than or equal. Well, eventually, it's going to hit 0. And then we'll enter this, and this should change. It's either that or maybe I did. No, I'm using this correct. Okay. I was worried I left like the old sprite in or something. Or actually, we don't need to. Hold on. I need to do print line. Nope. Shoot. My freaking log file is just this now. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch these. That way they come in the right order. A, B, C. Okay, we get A, B. It never goes into C, it feels like. Let's just teleport somewhere dangerous. Yeah, it never goes into C. Which I don't understand how that's possible because d.current time is being decremented here. So unless dt is like 0 or something. Oh, I know what it is. It's being reset every single frame. D.current time less than 0. Well, that was that. It's weird it like seems to snap though. We can change our interp though. Here it is. What's the, I can't remember. I know I think I named these backwards. Let's just try ease in on both of them. All right, that was the refresh. That's better. Oh, we're still in safe. Okay. It's a little bit slower than I want. Let's up the time. Or sorry, let's decrease the time. We'll do a 1 second and let's try ease out. I just want to see what ease out looks like. All right, we just have to wait for the UI system to rebuild here. Okay. That's so strange that... Oh, I'm still in the same tier. All right, that clearly doesn't work. It is weird though that it that last section is so strange to me. It's just a big jump to 1. I'm trying to imagine what would cause that. Like it's perfectly smooth and then it jumps at the very end. It has to be something with this. Also, it still feels pretty slow. If it's less than 0, what's going to happen, right? This is going to decrement, and then this is going to become less than 0. Then we set that to this. Oh, but now this is negative. Now this is negative. Do we just do this? Because once we become negative, we kind of want to just snap to the final value, but it's already snapping. I don't know, maybe this will fix it though. I'm just not really sure what's gonna happen with a negative value. Did it reload? Oh, that's kind of a hint. Because it flashes the old one for a second. Why would it do that though? I clearly have some logic problem in here. It just seems like when it's counted down to be negative, I feel like it's super safe to just set it to the new level. Oh, the display level's wrong though. Because we're in the second half now. I mean, I would want the scale to be 1.0. Like this should be at 1. Something might be wrong with this equation. Let me think about that. I have this. In the second half, this is 0 to like the time. I need this to go 0 to 1. Oh, I think I know what it is. It's just got to be that. Yeah, this is super broken. I completely messed this up. Yeah, okay, good. That's definitely the problem. So we flashed it because of this, and then that should be 1, and then this is buggy just because I did it wrong. This is 0 to t. We need this to be 0 to 1, and then we need this to be 0 to 1 for the first half. Okay, so this one we can just divide by, because that's always 0. We just need to scale this down to there. So that's just t over 2, which I think we do correctly. Seconds divided by 2. But it needs to be normalized to 1. It needs to be normalized to 1. Oh, it's hold on. Yeah, so it's actually not that. It's actually t divided by max divided by 2. So t divided, or maybe I do t. It's t divided by max gets this on the order of 0 to 1, the entire thing. We just need to do that first. And then half is 0.5 now. And then we have this divided by 2. Actually, I think this is backwards. I think this should be t times 2. Because if this is 0.5, we want this to become 1. Yeah, so this needs to be times 2. And then this we have like we have 0 to 1 right now for this. Wait. Yeah, because we normalize that. And then so we want this. So for the first half, we want this to become the 1. So we multiply everything by 2, and that's good. And then for this one, we want the same thing. So we do have to multiply by 2. We need to shift it left first. So we shift it left by 0.5. And then we multiply by 2. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Yeah, I think the interpolation, now we need to go test the different interpolation types. All right, let's try ease in out. We'll try ease out as well. I just want to see like what they look like. Obviously, we have to wait for the rebuild every time, so it's a little bit painful, but. That's not bad, honestly. That's the one I like the most right now. We tried ease in. Try ease out. Bum, bum, bum. Oops. I like the out side of that. Let's do ease in into an ease out. So that way it's big, goes small, and then pops out. Ow. Hmm. Let me just try this one. I think this one's gonna do the trick because I think it's blank for too long. That's the thing I don't like about it right now. That's pretty good. Oops. All right, let's wait for it to rebuild. I cut the time in half, so the animation will play faster. We'll have to see. We can go run back and forth. Actually, that looked really good. That's actually okay with the tooltip. I like that. All right, that looks super good, I think. Okay, let's make this generic now, so we can use this animation for a lot of stuff. The main problem with how I designed it right now is that I return a sprite based off of like a hard-coded switch thing, but instead I'm going to make this a generic function. Or first of all, let's do that. We'll stage everything so we can always back out in case when we inevitably mess it up. I don't really know what to call this, but it's kind of unrelated. This will be unrelated to drawing at all. All it is a like switch animation, like like switch animation maybe. And this will be the T part. Almost said hyped witch animation. But yeah, so this needs to be a T. And then this is going to return the T instead. So then this will be current. I'll rename that later. Wait, why is this a bug though? Oh, is comparable? Yeah, they should be comparable. I think that's a common one because I think that's used for hash maps. Okay. And then here we technically just are going to return the display level. Wonder if I can use the word new. I guess I can. All right, cool. So now it's kind of unrelated to danger levels. It's just a little animation thing that does the interpolation. It returns the type that it should show, and then the scaling. And then all I have to do is this, I think, is put this back here. Well, first of all, this can be that can be that, and then this could be current, and that'll be that, and then we'll do this switch here. Danger display, I don't know. These obviously are not returning. We'll make this the default. And then here we'll just do is that one, danger sprite, and this one. So this will be the default case. Otherwise we'll switch and pick a specific sprite. I think this works. I think we can get rid of this now. Yeah, so now we just have a way. Now we just have a way to like switch the mode of something and pass in the DT and have it animate the scale for us. But obviously this doesn't necessarily have to be scale. It could be like a color or anything like that. It's just like a value from 0 to 1. Like it could be a fade. It could be anything really. Where 1 represents show it wholly, 0 represents show it like transitioning out. All right. Let's make sure it still works. That's kind of weird, I think, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Oh, that one I died in because there is no safe area. Oh, it's because it's going from the none. I think I'll have the none show no sprite, maybe. Because there's technically a danger level none, which display-wise I just showed as a safe area. That looks really good. Let's go run back and forth a few times. We'll teleport here. Nice. I like it. Or let's recall. And for none, I might just. It sucks because I have to do like a bunch of guards, or I want to do a bunch of guards, but I can't because I have one mega function. I guess I could do this, couldn't I? I could pull this out here. I might leave it so it immediately switches. Yeah, so then we just won't display anything when it's a none. The problem is though, then it's gonna snap straight into the I'm gonna leave it. Here's what I'm gonna do. If so if we're not on display, if we're not displaying a none, or we'll only show the display nuns. I think that's better. All right. I don't know if it reloaded. Like, I don't know if my plugin reloaded yet. Let's just rebuild. Okay, cool. Now it just expands outwards when you enter. So we should go in the sphere. We should do this. Perfect. I guess you can bug it out a little bit if you go like back and forth. But that's pretty good, I think. All right. Added animation for switching danger levels. At least it brings it to your attention a little bit. So I think that's good. I don't know. I was originally planning to have like some on-screen pop-up. I might make a hint. I might make like a... Like, I want it to be clear. I want people to understand that this is a thing. I did do that. That was the thing we just did. The problem is I already have a I have an on-screen transition anyways when people switch between biomes. I could maybe try to lump it in there, but that one's already got a lot of stuff in it. It's already got a lot of vague stuff. So like seeing a different colored I think I'll leave it for now. I think if people get confused, then they'll tell me, I think. I hope. Let's see. I'm just gonna put this in here. Which actually, this is pretty easy to add. I guess I could just add this. Okay. Ooh. It's weird. I actually finished that a lot faster than I thought I was going to finish. I thought that was going to be a really hard change to do, but it was actually a lot easier. I did most of it yesterday. The problem is I need to patch this week, so I really need to like, I can't really like start a new like large project. We could do a few like bug fixes, I think. I have some of those. Let's fix this one. Where's my task block? Oh, I did finish this. So I don't show skill point quests until you unlock the sphere, which helps just for clarity, I think. And also now it shows what quest you're working on. Let's do this. We'll fix the floor tile thing. Sometimes people want to change the floor tile out from underneath the block. Some items still missing the range text where... Oh, like the source. Yeah, that's a kind of a big problem. It's hard because orange. Yeah, that's a kind of a larger problem because the main problem with that is sometimes a lot of things drop the same item. So it's not really easy to just say like, oh, this drops from here, this drops from there. So I might remove that text from the tooltip and I might add it to the crafting area or something maybe. I don't know. Like I might make it so, I don't know. It's hard because, I don't know, it's just tough. It's hard to just know what to show there. Because some things are craftable, but they're also droppable. So it's like, what do I show there? Some things are dropped by like hundreds of different monsters. Or like an entire biome. But the biome concept isn't really that clear. So let's fix this one though. House. This is a this might be a client-side problem only. It might just be that if there's a well, I think the housing interface could be reworked. There's a lot of little problems with that. Like I'll constantly dash by, but it'll be in edit mode and I'll just like pick up some random thing. Also, that's still a bug. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Because I think when you click on an area, Yeah, like it wants to do the. Oh, it does let me put it down there. Wait, what? Oh, but it only picks up. Yeah, I can put. No, you can do it. It's just so then it probably is a plugin or a just a user a client side problem. Because I'm able to put this down, and then I can place floors below it. So when you right click though, and you're holding a floor tile. If you're holding a floor tile and you right click, I can remove the floor. I think. Yeah, because I'm hovering over this and it thinks I want to grab this whole thing. Wait, why can't I pick this up? Oh, I'm too far from the origin? So you can put stuff down. You just can't put dirt down. Yeah, this is a tricky one. I'm trying to think of how I can change this to be like a smoother interface. Because some people have gotten confused on how to even, like during the tutorial section, this guy gives you a workbench to place. But it's not super clear that you need to like equip it and click. I guess it's clear contextually that like that's usually how stuff works. But I've had people like try to drag and like place it on the thing and then they end up dropping it. I think the having two edit modes is nice because then you can start like dashing around and stuff. I wonder if this is fixable by just having like instructions up here on how to use the. Like how to use the house. Like I get a little question mark hover over thing that shows a picture of just like a picture of him like holding the workbench or something. Then people know you have to click to equip, and then also I wonder how hard this would be to fix. Let me think about it. I'm gonna go get some oatmeal real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Oatmeal has been achieved. Maybe I'm over optimizing this. Let's just solve this problem and see if it fixes it. The one thing I don't like is it feels a little inconsistent. It's like if you're holding a floor tile, it's gonna always assume that you're trying to click the floor tile below, which is maybe okay. I could also have a cursor. I could have your cursor change. No, I mean, it's already like pretty, maybe I, instead of the aiming reticle, maybe I change the cursor to be like a floor or a block or something.
Hmm.
Add block, add floor. Sorry, it's been a long time since I've interacted with this stuff at all. Mouse button left, if deconstruct mode. What does that mean, deconstruct mode? Yeah, Yes, we need to pass in what edit type we are, I think. I hate to add notes about this when I haven't looked at this code in a long time. So we'll pass in the... Wait, who else uses this? Give me 1 second, sorry. All right. What's up, Nitrix? How's it going, buddy? How you doing today? Trying to transpile a C++ project to C? Why are you doing that? I think this is for the deconstruction hammer. I don't know what this is called. This type is called. We'll do a switch. Either you're in block mode or you're in floor mode. All right. We do have to rebuild though. Hatred, but it's hating me back. Your hatred for C++? Who forced you to C++? Or did you do that all on your own? Converting IMGUI to pure C. Oh, really? They must have C bindings. Wait, why do you want to convert it? Oh, are you talking about Dear IMGUI or are you talking about a custom IMGUI? Welcome back. That's a bug. Really, we want to do this. Gosh. If the edit type is block, then we want to try to do a block first. Else we always just fall back to the floor. I'm doing the bindings are fine. I don't just not have any C++ compiler involved. Oh, I gotcha. Eating brekkie. Nice. How's your semester going? Are you enjoying it? Should I add the feature? I think you have to hold a. Yeah, that's obviously wrong. This is a larger problem though, because I can't even do this. Like I can't pick this up because I'm too far away from the anchor point. Oh, sorry. It's in full screen mode. How are stone floors crafted? Are they just stones? Yeah, rocks. Yeah, okay, good. Are we house yet? What's up, Dory? How's it going, buddy? How are you doing? We're getting there. We're cleaning up the housing interface. It has been a while. How have you been? Thank you. There's quite a few cute pets in there. I'm pretty happy with how the pet system turned out. I was worried they were going to be too large and they would look like monsters, but I think they look okay. Can't say I'm busy. Sometimes it's nice not to be busy, though. So we really have to fix this problem, which is that it always thinks when I click on a block that's multiple tiles, it always thinks I'm trying to click that one. This does kind of work, though. It's not exactly right, though, I think. Can we keep Suck You as a pet now? It's a little, you get a little demon pet. Collides with block. This is only used for that. Is it orange for both of them now? Man, such a weird collides with player, we get red. If edit type is block, when we collide with block, we get red. Oh, because it's going to replace that one, I think. Do I have a housing block I can just like place? Close enough. Okay, so it shows, red shows it's going to replace it. Otherwise, if edit house, if it's edit type floor, when we collide with floor, let's show red. Otherwise, let's just show green. This looks very uncentered. So it's like red means you're going to replace it. This one I don't think you can. Oh, I thought, oh, well, maybe you have to pick it up first. Maybe you can't replace. I guess this one we can make orange. Because technically it is allowed. It's like a modification. Oh wait, sorry, hold on. That was the wrong one. Wow. Collide with player, you can't place. Collide with housing block, you can't place. Collides with floor and there's a floor there, it'll be orange to show it's modifying it. Otherwise it'll show as green. I think that works. I need to understand though. This location I think is the location used for the final like message. Deconstruct mode. I feel like this almost never gets entered. Some blocks might not have colliders. I think this is fine though. You just can't place something if it collides with you. Yeah, so this is left mouse button. This is right mouse button. Where does this come from? Oh, it comes from here. I think I need to pass in the edit mode. Or wait, hold on. Does this even check? Oh no, this doesn't. Okay, that's irrelevant then. Yeah, so here's what we do. We find an existing collider, then we update the location based off that collider. So that's for when we have like the housing blocks that are multiple spaces. The problem is it can also happen, like you could make floor tiles that are multiple tiles, I guess. No, I don't think I could ever do that because I don't support that in my tile map, so. So this is only a valid thing if edit type is proto.house edit type block. Shoot. Let's see what autocomplete gives us. All right, perfect. Edit. Oh, it's edit house type block, add block. I think this is right though. So this is a weird one. I think I might need to make these, pull these out though. What does this return? I think a rectangle and a bool, okay. Tile.rect. That should fix it. The build. All right. Cool. One thing I don't love is that like you right click here, then you place, and then it's like you're kind of not equipping anything. Oh, that looks good though, because then it's like, oh, you just can't place because there's already this block here. I don't have one. Perfect. The only downside is I can't reach very far. So you can't really edit the middle of this block because it's so large. That's a problem. Also, I don't think I can do this yet. Like I have to be near the anchor point to remove this block. I could just increase the range. I guarantee you there's something on the server that is going to prevent this though. Like the server's probably, let me look at the server logs. Oh, I can't right click this. Oh, it's too far, that's why. Oatmeal. It's all gone now though. Had to get my brekkie in, as the kids these days say. Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something on the server that's going to prevent this. I just don't know. I guess we could just look at the housing action. Send house action, house action. Let's look for server stuff. server handle edit. I bet you there's a global constant somewhere that defines this. Server housing, block, interaction, distance. Plus tile size. Default housing, block, interaction, distance. Sorry, yeah, it's just the distance between the two. Let's make this 6 times tile size. It was 32 before. Let me go to the plugin. This is gonna have to. Oh, we already restarted it. Plugin, housing. This is someplace. What did this used to be? It used to be 3, and on the server it was 32 plus 16, which is 3 times. So I'll do 5. What is this used for though? Is this used for things other than... default? Do I use this? I think this is used for 2 things though. This is used for... Oh, I understand what I did now. Default housing. Server housing block. What is going? What did I do with this? Why did I do this? This is for placing blocks. Oh, I use the same interaction distance for placing blocks as I did for... And what is this? This is the interactable collider that shows up. I see now, okay. We'll make a separate one that's going to be for this naming convention's so bad. Server house blocking interaction distance. It's really a maximum. It's a max. Twitch giving me Red Bull ad while I'm consuming Red Bull thing. Do they know their market? They've officially found you. We'll call this maximum house placement distance, I think. And I'm just gonna make it think this is the right one, but let's just scroll up and check. Hold on. Oh, this is the plugin. Shoot, where is it? And we'll get rid of this one. So now it'll unify the server side check and the client side check. So we have maximum house placements distance. And then on the server, then the interaction distance, we don't want to use it for the placement. This is edit house action, and the other one is crafting. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna this one. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, that should do it, I think. We did update the base package though, which means that literally everything's got to rebuild. So. But I think that'll fix that problem at least. All right, we should be able to place. That's good. And we should be able to remove. Well, the interactions are still far. Let me take this off. That I can't do, but this I can do. The one thing I think that's still not possible though is I think, oops. Like, I don't think I can take this down. Or what's orange? Well, yeah, why is this yellow? Maybe because it's got stuff in it, so you can't take it out. Like, that's what it's trying to show. This one has stuff in it. It's not showing it's yellow. Okay, I mean, it's a little bit cleaner, I guess. The housing interface system. Like, moving blocks is really easy, but placing floors is still a little bit painful. You have to like have a floor tile equipped. What's up, Axel? How's it going? I'm sure you get this question a lot, but why Go? Do you have any experience with it before, or is this your first project with it? No, I've made some other, I mean, I guess when I was getting back into game dev stuff, like originally when I was doing game dev, I did like Unity and like game engine and stuff like that. But I didn't really like those super much. Just because they like lock you into coding, and I feel like all my code ended up being very like spaghetti code, where it's just little hacks to get things to like work in the engine. And so I wanted to like do stuff in more of like a library based way. So I was deciding between like all the obvious languages like C++ or things like that. And at the time, there wasn't like C++ modules, which I think are maybe a thing now, but I just really valued like being able to do like Go packages and stuff like that. Like that's really nice. And then Go's very C-like, so like it kind of made sense like as a transition. And then the garbage collector doesn't get in the way that much, but yeah, I mean, I just like Go. I like the minimalism of it and stuff like that, so. Yeah, but honestly, if C++ had had like modules, like Go has modules and packages and stuff like that, then I might be using C++ right now. Like it's just very like setting up like a CMake file and like managing all that stuff is just such a pain. Whereas in Go, it's like very specified. So I just like literally pull someone's repo in and just use it. Next project will be in Rust, whether you want to or not. Yeah. Well, you know, I've been like vibe coding that little programming language on the side. Actually, now I'm just adding like a borrow checker and like move semantics and stuff like that. I think I might try to go down that route and see how it turns out. But originally it was going to be kind of like a language that's like more like Odin. But I was like, why not? If I'm messing around, I may as well mess around. But anyways. So now people have a little bit more range for placing blocks, which is pretty good. And then trying to think of what else is weak in this. Well, tutorialization is pretty weak, I think. But like picking stuff up is works pretty well. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Also, it's funny, I built this whole filter, but I don't think anything ever needs to get filtered. Like these are always foods. And these are always, I guess, weapons, but they're always staffs, you know? I guess the only one that's helpful for is the anvil. Where you might have like, you want your helmets or you want armor or something like that. Did I see a -1? I thought I saw like a -1 somewhere. Oh well. Okay, I mean, I guess that bug's fixed that we originally set out to fix. I still feel like there's a little bit of improvements that the housing system could do. Oh, I want to change the cursor as well. Which actually I don't think is going to be that hard. We just need to set, I think it's in the window. Where do I have a function that's like draw cursor, yeah. There's a setting for cursor size, and then there's, where's the sprite? Oh, this is if you're in a UI. That's probably the highest priority. Else, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna return from here. That way I'm not like nesting a bazillion levels deep. What is this? Screen sorter? I'll just ignore that. And we'll have to set a windowing mode where like from the housing system, we can do window. I'm tempted to throw it in the window cursor object, but I don't know if I... One thing I have trouble with is like, the correct thing to do is to have like another type that defines that we're in like edit house mode or edit block mode or something like that. That's just like a Go enum, but it's just so painful to define another type for my... I just have so many. Like I just feel like I keep like exploding the number of types in this game, in this project. But like it has to be something like... I don't know, uint, I guess. Well, technically there's gonna be a none. Oops. I just don't know if I think I always... I'm just looking for a spot where I like wipe this whole object. I don't think I do though. Okay. Window. Ooh. It's hard because this is like a... It's pretty much defined by the edit type, isn't it? Like, it's like, what edit type are you on? But I'm trying to think if there's a better way to do it. Oh, also one idea I just had is... would be nice. I feel like I block people out, and I'd rather them just be a little bit like hidden. Okay, let's go to the housing client. Ooh. This is where we determine the edit mode that they are. I don't think it changes after that, does it? It just checks. So then we'll do win dot cursor dot housing mode equals or I guess we'll just set it in here. Client dot. That's block mode, and then we have Sorry, I'm just trying to understand this. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this in an afterwards section. I'll just do edit type. Okay, so I'll set the window cursor. The problem is I think I need to do like I'm trying to remember how this gets run for data. Skip if they aren't inside their house. Yeah, so I guess at the start, we'll just set this to none. So we clear it, then we set it. And then back in the window. Oops. Our draw cursor function. If w.cursor dot housing mode. I guess we'll just do a switch here. I might make it fall through and then just have returns inside. I'm gonna like draw the right one. I could also have each of these just return. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna have it call and return. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make it show the regular cursor just for testing really quick, and then we'll just go ahead and draw cursors. And it's like right there, and then I always type something in and it goes away. Next, we're gonna have to look at this thing though, and it should be showing. Oh no, it is now. Okay. It's not doing it for floors for some reason though. It's still showing my crosshair. Mode floor. Oh, whoops. That was a typo. I thought that little warning squiggle. No, it's gonna tell me to use a switch, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Maybe I should be using a switch. It's just like, I don't really want to do a switch for two things. Let's wait for it to reload and then we'll check that the cursor changed. Yeah, one thing I don't really love is that maybe I do love it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want the cursor to only be like this. Hmm. Like my idea was to make the like try to do a little like housing block, like maybe something like this. Like an icon like that when you have a block equipped. And then do like a floor, like maybe just a flat square for floors for the cursor. But I could also make it like a little, you know how sometimes they have like in Windows, they'll have like the hourglass icon next to the cursor. I could also do something like that. But I think it's nice if it's different. That way you kind of see what you're placing. And then, so we'll make custom cursors and then we'll do, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it on all the time, even if you're not in your housing area. Cause it's just like you have a wooden fence, or you have a block equipped, or you have whatever equipped. So we'll do that and then we'll do the visibility thing afterwards. So let's do cursors. I don't know what package this is in. Or sorry, I don't know what folder. Trimmed, untagged, crosshair. It's so bad. I can't really like move these, I don't think. I'm trying to think of what the easiest way to do this is. I'm pretty sure I can append them to the end. It's just like gets a little bit confusing if I do that. I might make another file. Yeah, I'm gonna do another file. I'll call it cursor. Let's go ahead and just fix this though. Crosshair. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's just for the editor. Settings. Crosshair big. Okay, then we can load these like that. All right, perfect. Let's go to the settings. Yeah, we'll have these. The order is serialized, so it shouldn't change. Okay, yeah. All right, here's what we'll do. We're gonna group these into tags. New tag, and then we'll do, these will be the crosshairs. This is just gonna be the curve. Does it have to be tagged? My gosh. I'm trying, okay, let's just, all right, we'll do this. I'm gonna rename this file mouse. And we'll do house block. We'll do house floor. All right. These ones I'm just gonna leave because I think they're for something. I think they're for like weapons or something like that. Weapon crosshairs. All right, all of these need to decrement by 1, I think. One, or we'll leave in order. 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, those are fixed now. This will be mouse, cursor. Those should all be done now. Those I'm gonna leave for now, and then we'll have this. We'll do that, and then we'll do. I really don't like that this is like a. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Didn't get used. Crosshair sprite. Oh, that's dynamic. Okay. That'll be those 3. And then, oh yeah, then in the draw cursor. Oh, we need to draw these as well. I never did that. Mouse block. What color is it? Oh, it's white. And then I do white and black. I'm just gonna do this for now. That's maybe too big. The problem is I kind of need like to grayscale this a little bit. Let's see how that looks. You never really know until it's in the game. I've spent so much time like reworking pixel art and not looking at it in the game, and then putting it in the game and being like, oh, I can't tell the difference at all. It's really not that bad. That one's a little bad. I almost want to have like a dot with it on the side or something. I don't know if that makes sense. Oops, you guys can't see, sorry. It's so hard because I can't tell where the middle of this thing is. All right, let's try that. I mean, I could obviously shift these down or something. But then your kind of mouse is like off a little bit. Sorry. Is that fixed? I have a compositor bug that I've been neglecting to solve. I'm just gonna leave this. I don't think this is gonna look good. And if I do need to do it, I need to make it a bigger cursor. I can't fix it while I'm streaming. Well, first of all, I don't know what the problem is. But like, I can't restart my computer while I'm streaming, obviously. I might use this for this. And then do this. And then do this. That was stupid. I want to move all of these in by one. I think I might just stick with this. That's just too many colors. Let's try that. I think this one looks okay. I don't think this is gonna reload because I think I cache the. Also, wait, why is it showing for? Oh, it's not clearing correctly on the. Because I cached the image, I don't think I can. I think I have to rebuild. Because the image is stored in the window. That looks better, I think. So you have housing block, floor. Now I just need to fix the problem where very strange. Because it like I can't really see how this is not working. Oh, because we use a default of this. So you're always in. You're always in floor edit mode as like a fallback. Wait, why do I have this as this then? I guess there's only two states for this one, so it has to be one or the other. Equipped item config. I mean, I could check this. I think I'm just gonna be explicit though. Like the problem is I need to be holding a block that has either a floor config or it has a block config. So let's do this. If has block or floor, oops. The entropy in this freaking block of code is so enormous. Okay. I might make this a switch now. Oops. All right, now, nice. Now we have a crosshair. We got that one. We got this one. Crosshair, perfect. That's still not as complex as a state machine that is my inventory input handling code. Yeah, that stuff can definitely get pretty complicated. For my inventory stuff, I like back up. I made it transactional, so I made it so you back up everything, and then I try to execute the like transaction, like move all the stuff around. And if any part of that fails, it just rolls back to the original starting point, or it like doesn't commit the transaction. And that's made my inventory code like way simpler. Obviously, it's still like super complicated, but also, why is this showing off? Why does it think I could place there? Has that always been? It's weird it doesn't show up there though. I'm genuinely confused by this, like why it thinks I'm allowed to do this. It's like it's got this block. There's a block here that's invisible, but for some reason it thinks it's allowed to use it. I wonder if that's a hot reloader thing. No. All right. So it's because I have so many things you can have open at once. Viewing hotbar, player inventory, container inventory, editor inventory at the same time. I have a quick transfer hotkeys that get ambiguous when you have 3 inventories open. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. That stuff definitely can be confusing too. Like when someone clicks on something, it's super context specific of like what they want to do with it. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's still a work in progress though. I'm still in alpha, but yeah, there's an alpha out there on the website. There should be a link in the description somewhere, and you can try it out if you want. Also, there's a Steam, what's it called? Steam playtest that's available. I should just make it public. Right now, it's like a private one, but I can give you a key if you want. If you want to play the Steam version, but if you just want to test it out really quick, you may as well just do the web one. Okay, I guess this is fine. I'm not gonna stage it yet because, well, I need to test that really quick. Hold on. You make sure the settings lets you change your cursors still. Like the sprites didn't break. Actually, why would they break? Oh, not trimmed. It's gonna be untagged. Now if I rebuild, I might need to like clean that, huh? Hold on, I need to clean my sprite sheet. Make clean? No. What does it make? All right, let me regenerate my sprite sheet. Like really the problem is that my sprite sheet like lingers or leaves around images if they haven't changed. So deleting a file like an sprite file doesn't remove it from the sprite sheet. But since we migrated that to a new file, we should be able to remove it. All right, should be good. Oh yeah, we need to look at the settings. Well, hold on. Let's pick up our cooking pot. Block looks good. Sword is crosshairs, and then let's go to settings. All right, these all seem to work. Hold on, I want to remove it back, right? That should be good. I think this stuff is correct as well. Boom, boom. Oh, that's fine. All right. I want to do housing area viz mode. Hide when player inside house. Yeah, I think I want to turn it to opacity mode for this though. Right now I'm skipping, if the player's inside the house, I just don't draw any of the sprites that have this marker. I'll just do this up here. I think this works though. It's really just a color setting. Well, hold on. Position stuff. We'll do these. Oh, I need to do a full bit. I need to build the WebAssembly so I can make test I think builds WebAssembly. Let me look. Yeah, WebAssembly. All right, good. I just need another player logged in so I can see that they turn the correct invisibility level. Sorry, I'm running them up there. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. So now you can see people. Like I'm running around doing my house stuff. I think it looks more natural too when he's like running through stuff if he's a little bit invisible, because it kind of shows he's like in a little bit of a different dimension. Let's change opacity a bit. Or how does it work if yeah, so it uses their opacity slider, but it doesn't, opacity mode only matters for that, I guess. What is the default? 0.2. That looks good. Cool. Because one problem I see is that like people go in their house and it's just like weird when they just disappear. Oh shoot, I wanted to see them. Hold on. I wanted to see how yeah, so when you get into the housing area, it just pops off. It would be nice if it interpolated a little bit, I think, but... Or let me put him in here, and then I'm gonna run out. That looks good. Cool. I think that adds a lot. That was an easy change. I'm gonna say hide players around. Because technically you have to be in your housing area. I had the idea to add something interesting to the left side of the hub. At a small beach with umbrellas and sand castles and stuff. Wait, for the town? Like over here? It actually probably wouldn't be that hard to add because I would just do, because it's an island after all. It's kind of an island. I hope people like the new layout. I'm a little bit worried that the sphere is too far away, but yeah, I mean, I could like round this out and turn it into a beach. Launch the editor. See what we can do. Oh, sorry. I really need to fix that problem. Yeah, don't worry, I'm getting there. I can't remember which tile it is. I'm just gonna pull this one. Actually, I don't know how this is gonna look. Because of the shader that runs on the background here. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. This might look bad though. We can do it for sure. I'm trying to think of how to manage this here. The problem is if it's flat, like it needs to be some kind of I mean, let's see. I'll have to put my speed boots on. It'd be really funny if it spawned mobs. I can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. The problem with this is it doesn't mesh well with this shader. Oh, if there was a bug to where it spawned it. Oh, sorry. I really gotta fix this compositor issue. The problem is it just looks too floaty, like it's too disconnected. Yeah. It's a good idea, it's just this is doable as long as I wrap around it. I like the little ripples in the shallow water now. Yeah, I think that does look pretty good. That's just a little particle system I whipped up. Yeah, I don't think we can do this, sorry. It's a good idea though, but it just looks too weird with the shader behind it, unfortunately. But anyways, I'm gonna stop streaming here. Thanks all for stopping. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Made some good progress. We had some nice little danger level animations in, and some housing improvements. So I'm happy with it. These are all done. I need to add them to my changelog though, my patch notes. So I'll leave it there for now. But I'm gonna go eat something. So. And I'll try to remember to work on the compositor problem so my screen doesn't turn black all the time. But everybody take care, have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time.